Oh yeah. Uh when I walked into this initially, I said to myself, okay, the bar I'm going to set in regards to video game adaptations is high. For animated shows, you've got Castlevania. And I thought, there's rarely anything that really reaches the level of Castlevania animated wise, whatever. But for live action shows, it's The Last of Us. I really put The Last of Us up there because I feel as though The Last of Us is, in my opinion, a fantastic live action adaptation of a video game product. Until today. Until today. Today was the day I realized that I have been eating McDonald's my entire life, and somebody finally put a rad roach steak in front of me. And I bit into that bad boy and I was like, this is it right here. This is fucking cinema. Because you have to understand, the Fallout is goofy. And not goofy in a bad way, but it's goofy in the sense of some of its premises, such as the fact that technology in this universe is both old, but at the same time, really advanced, right? And there are a ton of goofy premises in this series, from the way in which the vaults are situated to certain people's basically acceptance of this hellhole that they essentially live in. The oorah brotherhoodness of the Brotherhood of Steel. Like, there are a lot of goofy elements that you can look at in Fallout, and it can turn a lot of people off. And I really felt as though if they didn't nail these in some way, shape, or form, that it was going to drag the show down a lot. And the ghouls, for the most part, especially in a lot of the games, a lot of them aren't really serious characters. You run into some of them every once in a while, but for the most part, they're just like this really dry, sarcastic assholes that are in the background. I didn't expect to feel something for the ghouls, which is, you've seen the ghouls, I've dealt with the ghouls, you fought the ghouls, you killed a few ghouls. I didn't think that it was going to really mess with me how the ghouls were basically done in this show. Which, I'm not even talking about Walton Goggins, Cooper Howard ghoul. I'm talking about the ghouls as a whole, which is, it's such a cursed existence. Yes, super regeneration. Yes, immune to radiation. But at the exact same time, your humanity is slipping away from you. And there are really two scenes that stuck with me really, really hard in this series. Oh wait, shit, this is a review. I can't talk about those. Like, I'm just like, for people who haven't watched it yet, I don't want to spoil I don't want to spoil like both of those scenes. But those scenes are really well done, to the point where like it really choked me up. Like it caused a moment of pause and a moment of hesitation on my part and on the character inside the show's part in regards to dealing with just this really, really insane and fucked up situation that she essentially finds herself in. But there are four parts to this show, and all four parts work really, really well together. And what I mean by that is, when you watch the Rings of Power has multiple different storylines that are happening at like the exact same time. You've got the Galadriel stuff over here. You've got the Sauron pretending to be so and so stuff over here. You've got the elf and the human chick thing happening over here. Then you've got something else happening over there. And a lot of the times, only two out of those four are interesting. To the point where when it turns to one of the other characters that's not interesting, you tend to tune out, you tend to stop paying attention, you tend to stop giving a shit until the characters that you're really interested in, you really, really like, pop back up on the screen. No character is wasted in the show. And when I say no character is wasted in the show, every single character, every single arc that these characters go on, every journey, every twist and turn, everything Absolutely fucking fantastic. From what's her name? Ella Purnell playing Lucy McLean as our young intrepid vault dweller who's essentially left the vault and is now wandering the wastelands. Fan fucking tastic. Completely catches the whole wide-eyed, innocent vault dweller feeling of the character, and then you watch that character's journey as she becomes essentially a wastelander, just like all the other people surviving up on the surface. You've got Aaron Moten as Maximus. Fantastic. Now, there's a level of hilarity here because I have an honest question. Is it just me, or does Aaron Moten look like a Kang variant that escaped Loki? Because the second I saw him, I thought it was Jonathan Majors. I was like, why the fuck is what is Jonathan Majors doing in this fucking in this show? And then as it progressed, I was like, wait a minute, no, that's not Jonathan Majors. Who is this guy? And I ended up looking it up and seeing who he is. Yeah, he's definitely an escaped Kang variant. We're gonna have to call the TVA. Somebody get Loki on the phone. Let him know that a a time remnant of He Who Remains escaped in some way, shape, or form, and is currently hiding in the Fallout Wastelands. But no, jokes aside, he's fantastic. I loved him as Maximus. There's a different approach to the innocent character, where Lucy's character is innocent in the sense that she grew up in the vault where everything is picture perfect and fine. Maximus's character grew up under the watch of the Brotherhood, and as a direct result, he's also kind of sort of sheltered from the outside wasteland world, and it really takes both of them going on this respective journey for them to both see just how fucked up it is out here in the wasteland and to basically find themselves as they go on this journey. Who else we got? We've also got Walton Goggins as Cooper Howard, the ghoul. Favorite character. Instantaneous. Favorite character. I said it in a TikTok. I think Walton Goggins is probably one of the best just unsung actors in Hollywood. He is fantastic. It doesn't matter what you see him in. It can be The Shield, it can be Sons of Anarchy, it can be Unjustified, it can be in Invincible. You can see him in Django Unchained, you can see him in fucking Ant-Man. It does not matter what you see this man is. The whatever the movie is, the American Ultra, the movie could be absolute shit. His character will be the best character in that movie, in that TV show. He is going to give you 100%. You're going to care about his character. You're going to fucking crack up and laugh because he's probably going to have some of the best lines, both from slapstick humor to just straight dry humor to just straight asshole humor. He nails each and every one of those. Check mark, check mark, check mark. Absolutely fantastic. This is my favorite Fallout character, which is wild for me to say because my favorite Fallout character used to be Fallout 3, and that character was Sarah Lyons. Even though we don't really do a lot with Sarah Lyons, I love I love the arc that she was basically on in regards to like this really young girl who wants to change the Brotherhood of Steel. And all of this responsibility is being thrusted on her because she's also raising like Brotherhood of Steel Jesus. Loved it. Absolutely hate what they did with her in Fallout 4, but we're not going to talk about that because I don't like Fallout 4. But no, his character's fantastic. Everything about the ghoul is great. I spoke about this in the TikTok that there are two sides to this character that start off completely opposed to one another. There's the ghoul, right? The bounty hunter. He does not give a shit because he's seen so much shit and he's tired of it and he's sick of it. And he's more of a shoot first, ask questions 3 weeks later type of character. And the character is lost, but at the same time you have a sense that he's searching for something, which is why he's been keeping himself alive and he keeps on going as far as he does. And then there's his human side, which is Cooper Howard. And Cooper Howard is like, I'm rich, I'm popular, I'm doing all this stuff, I'm checking out this stuff of Vault-Tec, ba 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 ba. And both of these characters, personality wise, start off so far apart from one another. Where you see the good man that Cooper is, and you see the good man that the ghoul used to be, and you can't really put them together. But as the series progresses, both of these characters come together. peanut butter and jelly, baby. They merge like turkey and mayonnaise to make something absolutely fucking amazing and absolutely fucking fantastic. Yeah, no. One of the best characters put to film in a video game adaptation. Then we'll be like, what about Joel? I love Joel. I do. I love The Last of Us. But if you were to tell me that you're going to give me an entire series about the ghoul where all you're doing is basically showing me his entire life for the last 200 years, I'd watch that shit. I'd sit down and I'd binge watch that shit because instantly more compelling character with an instantly more compelling arc. Whew, fantastic. Absolutely fucking fantastic. Oh, there's so much to talk about in regards to this show that I really don't want to spoil it in this. I'm gonna do some deep dive videos. Like we're about to get back into production mode this weekend in regards to just Fallout and stuff to talk about, because there's a bunch of stuff to talk about that I was not aware of. At least I don't think my young brain when Fallout 3 came out wasn't aware of it, and then I also don't think that my older brain, which hated Fallout 4, processed any of the information that they were attempting to give me. But oh my god, yes please, especially the ending. What? Oh, the ending sets up so much. There's a part of me that's so happy I was able to binge watch the entire thing, but there's also a part of me that's like, damn, Amazon, you was cooking. Like, you were cooking. You want to give me ads in between episodes and shit when all you could have, in all honesty, done is probably done like a one episode release every. This is the type of series I feel as though you should release one episode every week, where people would actually turn in, because like you get to hook people. First episode so fucking good that word of mouth, people go around there like, yeah, you watch Fallout? Have you watched Fallout? The Fallout series is absolutely fucking fantastic. Check it out on Amazon. It's fucking great. Word of mouth. You let it build up over that week. Then that following week, you drop episode 2. Episode 2 is fire. You drop episode 3. Episode 3 is fire. You fucking separated Invincible into 2 fucking seasons. You separated one season of Invincible into 2 separate parts for whatever reason. But you won't stagger the release for this so that people can let that shit marinate in the public consciousness, so that you could have Fallout be on people's minds for at least like 6 to 8 weeks. But I digress. This is fantastic. This is my favorite video game to live action TV show they've ever made. I'm definitely watching this again just to catch the things that I missed, which is wild to me because I have undiagnosed ADHD and my ass cannot sit still, but I am willing to sit still to look to see things that I missed in this series as it progressed. But that's the end of this review. We ain't putting no pictures or anything in this or any videos. I'm tired of getting struck. Even when I do like regular pictures, they're like, "You don't own the image. How dare you?" I'm like, I don't have the energy for that anymore. I'm extremely sorry. We're definitely going to do. There. Oh my god, there's so many things to like talk about in regards to this series, but we're definitely going to be doing those because it's going to look so good and it's going to be so much fucking fun. But yeah, stick around for that. That's the end of the video. Let me know what you think about Fallout. Please let me know what you think about Fallout. Comment down below. Talk to me about it. Give me your most nerdy opinions and your most nerdy ideas. Please. Let's have a discussion. And I will catch you in the next one. Actually, we'll catch you next one because we are in production mode. Peace.